now. John is wearing a fedora. John is wearing a fucking fedora right now.
Dude, Fish Tank is the goofiest.
Oh man,
Hey,
dude,
welcome back to the pod.
it's literally the best. Yeah, welcome back, guys. We're just we're chopping it up
It is
about
week
Fish Tank cum
25.
games.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is
dude.
week
We're a
25.
quarter century. This is the quarter century episode, actually.
It is
And
the once
I
a
also
year
wanted to say,
special,
I get,
I guess.
yeah. I also wanted to say happy 4th of July to everybody. And I think we should call this one the 4th of July Christmas special. I think that would be a really good name
I
for
think
this
another
one.
good name would be something along the lines of like new job, new stresses or something. But
Nah, dude,
that's
4th
more
of
on
July
my end.
Christmas. 4th of July Christmas special is like 1,000 times funnier than that. I
Oh,
think we should absolutely. That's
well,
definitely the move. I think that'd be a
I'm
good
going
one.
to immediately talk about what I was playing earlier today because we are filming this on a Wednesday night because we cannot find any other time for the pod recording this week.
Yeah. I'm
Especially with my
recording.
job taking up a bunch of time too.
I'm recording from the country of Ukraine, so if you hear a bunch of explosions going off over my mic, just know it's Russia trying to kill me. They're not a big fan of me. I said some very bad things about the Russian Orthodox Church, so just know if I go offline, everything's all right. Absolutely.
All right. So with Cyberpunk is what we played today because Fallout was a little too preoccupied with certain things. So
Was that your first time playing Cyberpunk?
it is my second week in a row of playing Cyberpunk.
Oh, hell yeah. What do you think?
Last week I had to abruptly create a character because I didn't know if I would be there on time. Turns out I was like 7 minutes late. So it worked out. And I created a character. His name is Julius. And then his code name is Orange. Like Orange
Ah!
Julius.
That's a good one.
Classic drink / franchise from Dairy Queen.
That's a very Ronnian. That's a very Ronnian joke. I feel like that's good on you. Good on you.
I had to go deep in the lore banks to figure out what doofus of a joke I could make. So I set that up. And he is a tech guy. He is pretty much your cyber repair guy too.
Yeah.
And then I was teamed up with Logan's character, a guy named Grease. He is a guy that works at an agency in the Cyberpunk universe.
Nickname asshole Grease.
His nickname is Grease, which is like the worst nickname I've heard in a while. I don't think
his first name's Richard. Dick Grease.
His first name is Paulie, but he goes by Grease as a nickname, which is like ridiculous.
Well, if his name's Polly, he's Italian, so I guess calling himself Grease, that's kind of taking back a stereotype about Italians.
I guess so, but
I respect it.
But can you imagine being called Grease your entire life? Like, you would eventually want to die from how terrible that is.
I mean, people have been calling me like my entire life, and I would hate Grease significantly more.
Yeah. I mean, we reached the 5 minutes, and I think we only had 2 curses total, which is pretty good, honestly.
We got to let that fly, though. I feel like it would kill the joke if we didn't.
Well, it would also be kind of funny if you're like, oh yeah, people are calling me blank for a long time. That kind of cruises pretty nice.
Yeah, just mute the rest of the podcast until the outro, and it becomes the world's longest N-word that people have been calling me my entire life.
Oh, man. I was going to do a very crappy loophole into a different conversation piece, but I don't think I need to talk about it. Outside of that, Biden did have a small announcement where he said, you know, I don't like the idea that, like, every single president can now become basically a king. And then everybody was like, yeah, but you're the president. And he was like, oh, yeah. I'm using a lot of audio jokes here with how I'm moving towards the mic. So apologies.
Listen here, Jack. Weird. I tell you what, Jack. I may be the president, but what's the president?
I mean, when I'm looking around, when I'm looking around America, all I see are people like me, a man that just wants some ice cream.
They told me I have to sit back down here, Jack. So I tell you what, you ain't black. I don't know. That was a terrible joke.
A bar.
The bit was good.
You made a bar out of it.
Yeah, dude. I made a bit right there.
Speaking of bars, I've been working on a new song that is very crappy and is probably going to be more like a haiku, but I'm going to try to make it into a song
spoken
eventually.
Word.
Yeah, or something like that. If I get even closer to the mic, maybe.
You should make a song, write lyrics, and then make the song an instrumental. I think that's hilarious.
Oh, man. Yeah. For right now, I am looking into redoing, essentially, Bruh Moment in Ohio with actual rhyming schemes and the such, instead of whatever I was doing in that music.
You should call it Riz Moment in Ohio, or like Skibbity Moment in Ohio. I think that would be like congruent with the times.
Yeah, it would be a return to form, I guess, in some cases. I could definitely put a Skibbity toilet guy on top of Ohio and have that be the entire logo for it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And then people will be like, Skibbity Toilet's been dead for 3 months. What are you doing?
I'll be straight. I've been like waiting to see Skibbity Toilet things like occurring in real life, like like going to Walmart and seeing like a Skibbity Toilet T-shirt or something. Like, I'm surprised it hasn't gotten to that point
asset, yet. And Gmod takes all of its assets from Valve. So technically, it's a Valve property.
Well, no, it's Skibbity Toilet. So
yeah,
like,
but it's from Gmod, which is from Half-Life, which is from Valve.
That's not my point. My point is the fact that like Valve would want any association with Skibbity Toilet.
Yeah, that is true. That would be a very bad business move.
I've said it on the pod. The guy that makes Skibbity Toilet is the nephew of like a Russian general who is like accused of war crimes in Ukraine. Yeah. I'm completely serious. I saw it on an Instagram post, and I'm just assuming it's real, and that's like my canon for Skibbity Toilet. The guy that makes it, you know.
You know, the past like 4 days, I've had 12-hour shifts. And the entire time...
How is the 12-hour shift lifestyle treating you?
First day, I hated it. I had to wake up at 4 for the first time since, like, middle school, I think. And then Tuesday was a bit better. I did some stuff. I got drenched. It got rainy really quick in the morning. And I was like, oh, can I call somebody to get my replacement outfit? And the security supervisor person, they were like, nah, you're fine.
It's like the military, dude.
Yeah, they were like, you gotta try that shit. And I was like, oh, okay.
Dude, that's so fucked. I'm not laughing at you or the situation. Like, it sucks.
It took
but, like,
all the way.
That is kind of funny.
Yeah, it took all the way to like hour 11 for me to be fully dry. And that sucked big times. With an S, big times. Monday, I was in the car garage.
Wait. In that moment where you're like, damn, I should have went for the fucking gun training so I could kill myself right now.
That's why I was like, I can't trust myself with a gun.
Fuck! I knew I should have gone with the gun. I knew it.
Oh, man. I just know when I was like 11, I had anger shit, like real bad. And ever since then, I've been trying to mellow out as much as possible. But
no, me too.
I feel like if I had a weapon, it would not be a good time. Anyway, back to Monday.
Yeah.
in the fucking garage.
I had to get that one out there.
Yeah. In the garage, straight up, the whole job is, okay, that guy, he usually goes in the building. We don't have to check him. But that guy, we got to talk to him. Pull him over in front of wherever they come in from and pull him in front of the guard shack. And then you're like, who are you? I need to know who is here. And then they,
sir, pull your pants down and bend over real quick.
And then they show you their ID, and then you have to cross-reference with a like interface on a screen, and to make sure they're supposed to be there. And then you tell them, okay, you're supposed to park here, and then you point, and they go, okay, and they pull over there and park, and then they come back over to your window, and you're supposed to go sign this and do that and do this other thing, and you're done. Guess how many people over 2 days in the car garage were doing that?
7.
I think it was like 18 total.
Holy shit.
So
for 12 hours?
Yeah, the entire day is 9 people on average of interaction for 12 hours.
Holy fuck.
And I was like,
that's stupid.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck me, this is gonna take forever. Luckily, they did not take my phone away. So I straight up have been typing in Discord chats for like 7 of the hours. But I'm still paying attention. I'm still looking at certain places in the car garage. But the entire time, I'm just looking at Discord going, man, if I was alone and I had the wraparounds that I have, I could just like chill in a call for this entire time. I could play music on the bot in Cookbook. I could just vibe right now. I'd be perfectly fine just doing that. But then they have cameras. And I'm like, I don't want them to see me with the wraparounds talking to myself. I'll look like a nightmare person.
Dude, slacking off at your fucking job is the funniest shit in the entire world.
Yeah.
Because when I worked at the fucking rubber factory on second shift, upper management wasn't there. And there's some days where the machine was just running slow as shit and I really didn't have to pay attention to it. So I'd say a solid 85% of my day consisted of me playing on my phone and messaging Discord and texting people and fucking watching YouTube videos. And then whenever I'd have to interact with the machine, you know, after like 20 minutes of looking at my phone, I'd be like, fuck! God damn it! And I would just fucking, I'd refill the machine, you know. Yeah. Fuck, dude. I was sitting for 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. Couldn't make it 21, you piece of shit. Like, that would be...
I wish I could my mindset. I can pull up Fish Tank on my phone. So there might be some point in the next, like, week and a half or so of what I'm doing currently where I just pull up Fish Tank and space out for an hour in the parking garage.
If you want to watch it, I say you fucking might as well. It's the mobile app like works fine now. Like there's like people who are like, oh, I'm in computer science. Ooh, look at me. Oh, this website's trash. And those people are fucking gay. The fucking mobile version is like as goated as is literally as goated as it's ever been.
It has like 1-to-1 quality with the website, from what I can tell. There might be a little bit of a
Pretty
delay,
much.
but it's not that bad.
There are like missing features, I think, on the mobile
Yeah.
version that you don't get on the
You
website.
don't
Like,
have access to chat, from what I can tell.
no, you have access to chat. It's
Oh.
like if you want to use items that you've collected, you can't do that. And then I don't think you can access the merch store on mobile. I might be capped. There's something, or maybe it's buying fish bucks. I don't know. There's something like that you either you can't access it on the mobile version, or I just haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah.
I mostly just watch on my laptop anyway.
I had to explain to Cody today what 15 by 15 was, because he completely zoned it out when I started
How
posting
dare he? I bet he after you posted it, he didn't even fucking watch it.
Yeah.
I'd put money on that.
It's only like 4 minutes, and bro did not care, which is insane. But
I should text him and ask him if he's watched it, just to mog a little bit. You know,
I mean, it's only like 10 o'clock. He should still be up for a little bit.
Yeah, no, Cody's absolutely awake, dude. He's probably jacking off or something like that right now, and I'm going to interrupt it by asking him a question that he doesn't even care about. And I'm going to do it right now. I'll do it on the show.
Okay.
I'll do it on the show.
Oh, shit. We're causing
drama.
Drama for 15 by 15.
Naboopa, I ain't about to fucking talk about it and not be about it. That ain't how a nabloop works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. For context, I think I continue to give this context. There's a video on my channel which is 15 different parts, 15 seconds each, and they all connect, called 15 by 15. There's also a full version of it where all the parts are together. Released around the same time. Very interesting how we put that one together. And since I'm already working on Bruh Moment remake, remaster, whatever I want to call this, on the side, I will also be trying to work on the pacing for 15 by 15 while I'm at work, I guess. If I have all this extra time, I can definitely put that together.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen 15 by 15 yet, go to Ronnie's channel and check that shit out. I don't know, I'm pretty proud of the work we did on that. I thought that was a pretty good video overall.
Yeah. The original context for why I brought it up today in one of the chats was mostly because I realized, oh shit, some of these cameras are like $600. I could actually invest in this. And then, and then my brain also went, I just started a job. I would be even further in the hole. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna wait until about after the next 15 by 15 to get a new camera and then see how that looks. So there's that.
Yeah. I mean, my shit'll look the same. I'll just turn on high quality mode on my camera.
Yeah.
That I definitely didn't poach from my ex-girlfriend after she fucking left me.
Yeah, well, you know, I start scratching my face awkwardly. Yeah, some of these things just kind of happen over time. The camera I've had that camera since 2020. It's been a bit. So I definitely need to look into a new camera eventually. I just don't know when or where or how or why. I also have a disposable camera that I might do more photography stuff with, but that is charged by AA batteries.
Yeah.
So it's quite expensive to make that camera work in this day and age.
The only thing with my camera is that I like to get more SIM cards. That's or SD cards, not SIM cards. SIM cards, cell phone.
Yeah. Even though you might need that if you keep downloading what you're downloading.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I download the best pornography, so I need I need a shit ton of SIM cards to keep it on. But that's neither here nor there. No, but my camera, it has an external battery, but you can charge said external battery with a charger that runs through the camera. So, and that's the camera I use to film 15 by 15. But no, I like it. It's a good camera.
I could do a nightmare person thing. I just love using the word nightmare person because it makes no fucking sense, but it's like the most common thing I say. I might do.
That's what I should. That's what I should call homeless fentanyl addicts. Nightmare people.
I might actually try to film all of the sections that I was planning out for myself with the webcam that I currently use. I might just wave it around like an asshole. Film all the shots. Just fucking strap it to my shirt. Have a first person cam. That would actually be kind of sick. I might do that on one of the
you
pods.
can make just some rowdy ass video and you're just like shrieking like nostalgia critic the entire time while like the camera's just like on your chest like you know what I'm saying?
Have you seen that video of the tiny green wizard guy going around a mall and scaring people?
No. But that sounds pretty cool.
He had a GoPro strapped like 10 feet above him to make him look small.
Yeah. I've seen those.
Yeah. I was like, man, if GoPros go down a little, I might try to do something stupid like that. Just strap a shovel to my back and walk around my backyard or something.
I always thought GoPros were hella cheap, but maybe I'm lying.
It's like $600 now, which sucks.
Oh, damn. Yeah. That is fucked. I know my sister has a GoPro, but I don't know how much she fucking shelled out for it. But I don't know. I always thought that was like a $400 camera or something like that. Maybe it was at one point or another.
I just know they keep raising the prices on cameras and literally anything digital. I don't know if it's because of the market or what, but everything keeps going up.
It's probably because China does a lot of shit like that, and China hates us right now, our country. So, like, I don't know. I would imagine they would ride up fucking prices like that if they really hate us. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of our country, unironically, I got a haircut, and it is not looking too well today.
Yeah.
I literally got this haircut today. And there's like a corner of my head missing.
Yeah, I gotta say, I always try and be supportive to the people around me, but like your haircut is looking as bad as my hair. Like, hey, just hope it grows in better. Yeah. That's all I gotta say to you.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to go to Turkey and get this corner fixed. I don't know.
You should just shave your head.
I have never shaved my head. That would be a first. I do have a feeling, though, that my hair would not grow back. I would just be a bald man for the rest of my life.
Nah, that ain't how that works.
Are you
Unless
sure?
you get cancer. Yeah, dude, I'm like 100% HIV positive on that one. No, like unless you get cancer, then it might all go away. But I strongly doubt you have cancer.
100% HIV positive. That might be the title of this pod. I'm not sure yet. That sounds like a good title right there.
That is. It's that and the fucking 4th of July Christmas special. That's what I'm going for. Both of those. That's what I'm gunning. That's what I'm gunning with right now.
I should have called last week. Shane says in dash. And see how many pickups we could have gotten from that.
I would not have gotten pissed off if you titled it that. I actually would have been more than supportive of a title like that. We can always rename it.
Yeah, right now it's Shane says _ as the thumbnail. But as the title, it's...
Does it actually? I didn't notice that.
But the title says the Bronny debate because we were talking about LeBron's son getting drafted. Oh man.
to Vietnam.
Yeah, honestly, if one of the Bronnies went into the military, sorry, one of the LeBron kids, there's two separate LeBron kids. They're not both named Bronny, but but if one of those kids gets drafted in the army, I think that'd be kind of nutty. Like both of them are like 6'4".
Which of the two?
What's up?
Which of the two do you think would like? Which of the two do you think would kill the most Chinese people in World War III if they got drafted?
Probably Bryce James. Bryce James seems like that kind of kid. He just a little more militant than his brother, which might go a long way.
Just a Chinese person's worst nightmare. Yeah. LeBron James's son.
They look up as Bryce James's like 6'6" frame, just staring down at them with like devil eyes, just ready to destroy everything in the world. Oh man. I got nothing when it comes to football at all as of recent. There's been no trades in like 3 weeks. It's weird. It's a dry spot. What is coming up is basketball free agency. LeBron said, "You drafted my son? I don't want to play here." And then he became a free agent for like 3 days. And the Lakers went, "Come back! Come back, please! Please!"
No shit. And he buck broke the entire team. Exactly. Doing that, dude.
They literally were just screaming, "Come back! You're the best player ever! Come back!" And he went, "Oh,
we need you!"
And he went, "Oh yeah, I am like the best player ever, right? 2 years, 104." And the Lakers went, "Really?" And he went, "Yeah, or I'm not gonna fucking come."
Do you think he walked in the conference room for like that whole discussion when he decided to come back and he was like, "I'm LeBron James, and this is my big dick. You're gonna suck it, and you gonna like it." Do you think that's how the conversation went down? Because I think that's what happened.
I feel
that's what I like to think.
I feel like LeBron was like, "Man, I don't want to give my son a shit contract, so I'm going to dip out of the team so that he gets a good contract, and then I'll come back." His son, turns out, got 4 years, $18 million, which is an average of about $4 million, give or take, probably like 4.6.
He does not need that money.
Exactly. Exactly. He doesn't need that money. His dad's a billionaire. He doesn't need shit. But right. I guess it's so that he can move out and live his own life if he sucks at basketball, which makes sense because let's be honest here, Bronny's kind of bad. Bronny's kind of bad. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That kid wasn't even the starter on his college team. How do you think he's going to do in the NBA? I think he's going to average 5 points a game. That's how low of a standard Bronny has, you know?
Right. No, they're literally just paying him that much because it's LeBron's son, and because LeBron
I'm out if you don't pay him.
Yeah, he pretty much said he pretty much fucking told him like, yeah, you have to. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. That's how much he's gonna get paid.
Shit, we just synced up drinking. That was sick.
Dude, that's crazy. I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, we synced up drinking. I might need to find the timestamp on that and send it your way.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's fucking funny as fuck.
Holy shit. That was literally like the halfway point drink session. That could be our ongoing bit now, I guess. We could just fucking halfway through drink something.
Yeah, dude. What if one of the audience members was like drinking at the same time? They're like,
triple drink, triple drink.
I'm just like the Shane and Ronnie show. I'm just like my Shane and Ronnie.
Dude, it's my two favorite guys.
Mom, I just drank at the same time as my favorite podcaster, Daniel. Oh my god!
You remind me of that asshole guy that was making fun of YouTube Shorts users, and he would go,
"Oh yeah,
and then he would shit himself as a joke."
Yeah,
I hate that guy, but I remember his videos because of how shit they were.
Yeah, I stopped getting them in my Instagram reels. I'm a little disappointed. I thought they were
same thing with Master Oogway guy. He used to be really interesting, and then he just became an asshole. So I'm glad.
Yeah, I don't
stuff.
I don't know much about him. I just know his name sounds like you gay, and I'm like, fuck no, I'm not. Fuck you, bitch.
It's kind of accurate to how he acts, though. I guess. I guess he was being pretentious, like all. Let's say like 68% of influencers are. He was just a pain in the ass for no reason recently, and it made a lot of people hate him. So
somebody should kill him.
don't say that shit, man. Oh
I'm
my God.
in game. In game.
I just know I have never even interacted on TikTok, but that's where Master Oogway's from. Apparently he had a sabbatical or something, and he like lost like 40 pounds and started training like muscle wise.
You lost 40 pounds on a Sunday? How the fuck do you do that?
Dude, I wish it was that easy.
Yeah, you're telling me. I'm like 172 pounds right now. I'm trying to make it into muscle. I still look like shit.
Yeah. Well, you know, like on my end, it's Jesus. It does sound like Chicago.
Yeah. Oh fuck, toe missiles.
But as of recent, when it comes to how I'm doing stuff, I just think that the pod, it's gonna stay consistent even if we're recording on a Wednesday now in some cases.
Yeah, by the way, this is Northwest Trenches After Dark, man. When the night falls, the enemy forces start a-rolling. And that's when you get the nastiest podcasting you can ever get. Oh, fuck.
This is our trial run of a night pod, so it might not be 100% perfect. Like, I'm literally using Zoom call lighting to make this work out in my room. I got a whole separate screen that has light projecting onto it to make my face look a bit more brighter. And then I have this tiny little light to help out as well.
I'm using ceiling-based mood lighting right now as my stuff. Actually, you can see the lights. Mm-hmm. There's like one there. There's one there. Yeah, those are that's my mood lighting. Actually, no, that one there, that's a hallway light. That's not mood lighting.
Are you sure those are not UFOs?
I'm like 70% sure they're not.
You just start seeing them float in the cameras.
The thing is, if they are, I'm really missing a lot while doing the show right now. I feel like they happen to be UFOs.
They have a tractor beam, and they pick up one of your pets just into the light.
I want one of them to pick me up, and I want to try out what their pocket pussies feel like. Because I've never fucked a pocket pussy, but I feel like if I told somebody that the aliens abducted me, and as a result of them abducting me, my first pocket pussy use was an alien one. I feel as if that might be one of the best stories anybody's ever told.
I guess. I mean, there's not many like it. It's kind of similar
it's better
to Rockwell in some ways.
It's better than that fucking loser nerd Bob Lazar who's like, yeah, I was at Area 51 and I think I saw a dead alien there, but I don't know for sure.
Did you? I hate to sidetrack, But did you see that Moist Critical video where he's talking about kick streamers threatening to shoot a lady because they were harassing her?
No, but that sounds really funny.
Yeah. So these two fucking idiot streamer guys, they were walking around in Vegas, and they literally interrupt this couple. And the one dude has his phone directly in their face, just jamming it in their face, going, "What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?" the entire time, right?
Yeah.
And then on the other end is the other streamer guy, and he's like, "Yo, dude, chill. The lady tries to grab that first guy's phone and like smash it, essentially, to like make them stop harassing her. And the immediate reaction from the streamers is to pull out a gun.
Yo!
Straight up,
it was a Glock.
Pull out a Glicky on these people. And
it was either a Ruger or a Glock.
Shit.
There's no others. It's either a fucking Ruger or a Glock. I guarantee
I think it was a Glock. Because it was like double the size of his hand.
He pulls out a Desert Eagle on a fucking frail woman.
He fucking one digs a lady. Holy shit.
50 Action Express. He pulls out the Desert Eagle from the waistband and he's like, "I am the law, bitch."
He puts on Sam Elliott's voice and just fucking fires at her. Holy shit. But eventually they defuse the situation, the couple do, by just leaving them alone. But the first guy continues to harass them. The entire time the other guy with a gun is threatening to blow them away, which means he had the intent of shooting in some regard.
That's like attempted murder, maybe.
Yeah.
Depends how the judge looks at it, but if I was a judge that didn't give a shit, I probably would just say, yeah, it's attempted murder. You're in prison for like 40 years or whatever.
Yeah, and right after, this other guy, like this random passerby, was like, yo, you guys better chill or I'm going to get the fucking security guards. And the guy with the gun goes, "I'll fucking pop you one." So the passerby guy goes, "Fuck this. I don't want to fucking die." He goes down the fucking escalator, talks to the security guards. Then the streamers go down the escalator because they didn't know the guy went down there to do that. And they get stopped by the security guards, who promptly, swiftly arrest them both. And the entire time the streamers are going, "We did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong." Bitch, you recorded it. No doubt
it's
you
on
did
video.
Everything wrong, you fucking moron. You have a VOD of it. You have at least 5 minutes of the interaction on your stream. You cannot be this dumb.
I've been seeing a lot of different people doing like public harassment shit recently, and I mean, I don't want to say like, "Oh, Frank Hassel started it," blah blah blah, because there are people like messing with people in public before that.
Yeah, Joey Salads.
Yeah, Joey Salads and like shit like
Sam
that.
Pepper.
But Frank Hassel kind of popularized like being a dick about it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, like, Frank Hassel is like a pretty charming in a lot of regards, and he's like talented with what he does. And the people doing it now who have just like rediscovered that he made videos just are none of that, and they suck and they're faggots. But no, it doesn't surprise me, because recently Frank Hassel has once again like gotten he's had like quite a few of his videos like high upvoted on r/public freakout, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, this monster is going into Walmart and messing with boomers. How could he?" But like that's been a big push for people rediscovering his content, and it's weird how like right on the curtails of that we're seeing a lot of this like public harassment shit, and it's literally the least funny people on the planet doing it. Like, it's like,
remember Boonk Gang? The guy that would like trespass around and go, "Boonk Gang, call out a boonk shit," or whatever. And then
that guy fucking sucked.
He literally was like home intruding and stealing in
videos.
videos.
Dude would commit a felony in a fucking video.
whole lot of gang shit.
Like,
Boot
shut the
gang, whole lot of
fuck
gang
up.
shit. And then he would
Yeah, like-
fucking enter an abandoned building and piss in a corner and then walk out.
No, that shit was pretty funny, I will admit. Just like randomly going in some backrooms ass area and just like, I'm gonna take a piss here and fucking whipping it out and just shredding the wall with your fucking stream. That was funny, but the rest of it was just fucking annoying as shit.
I remember Prank versus Prank, Jesse Wellens and his lady.
Oh yeah,
and then
they were in an
split
epic
up.
rap battles of history.
And then they split up, and I was like, yeah, no doubt, you fucking pranked each other to the point where you couldn't trust each other.
Yeah. Like it was really depressing. Like they were on an epic rap battle of history together, and then they broke up.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that happen?
I thought epic rap battles was all about becoming even better friends.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I was watching epic rap battles of history earlier today, just like in the background. Legitimately good videos. Like they age really well.
The only one
like
that's
there's a lot of
jank is like the I think there's a Madonna one early on. It might be Marilyn Monroe. I might mix those up. But that's the only one that's kind of jank.
I think the one you're talking about is Lady Gaga versus Sarah Palin.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's jank.
Yeah, that one's kind of jank, but the rest of them are like pretty good for the most part. Like there's some that are mid, but there's only one bad one, and it's the one you just brought up. I don't know. I was just watching that shit like, man, these were the days. But there's a lot of old YouTube shit from that era that does not age even close to as well as epic rap battles of history.
Yeah, it's very far and in between. Like I think I've talked about it early in the pod, like I think like episode 3, but there used to be a YouTube channel called Shaytards. And
the Shaytards.
It was Carl Shay
Carl.
and his like 7 kids or whatever the amount was. And they would just do daily vlogs, and all the kids like got all sorts of mentally fucked up by the end of it. And then he got a divorce, and then he became a billionaire around the same time. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Shay Carl was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna fuck my kids up and cheat on my wife because I got all this YouTube money. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude." Yeah. He looked like a good old boy, but he talked like a San Francisco, like Silicon Valley guy, and that always kind of off-put me about him.
Yeah, and then there was Roman Atwood. Roman Atwood had like 2 kids before the lady he met during his vlogs. And then they had like 4 more. And then he divorced that lady too. So it was like, what are you doing with your life, pal? Like, come on.
Yeah. I saw a clip of Roman Atwood's podcast. I guess he has a podcast for some reason, because whatever he has to say is apparently 10 times more important than what we have to say.
True. I mean, he is a multi-millionaire, so.
Well, no, fuck all that shit. Like, people can be scumbag fucking retards and be multi-millionaires. But it was what he was talking about in the clip. He's sitting there saying, like, man, I have an American flag in my house, and people think that because I have American flag hanging in my house that, like, I'm racist or something. And, like, the retard he had on the podcast was like, oh, you're just a patriot or something. It's like, dude, why do I give a single fuck about what Roman Atwood has to say about the American flag? This guy, he's like, what, almost 40? And he makes like lame videos now. Like, oh, but he makes a lot of money. Yeah, but the money he makes, it's all grift. It's all grifting money. Like, I'm all down for grifting. But don't sit there and make a podcast and try and act like you're an intellectual when meanwhile you just grift. That's how you make your money. You're a fucking grifter.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
Roman Atwood has not made anything productive in forever.
Exactly. Like, yeah, I want to hear the Andy Dick podcast. Yeah, I want to hear Andy Dick give me financial advice, because obviously whatever he has to say about that is really fucking important. It isn't.
It's almost as impressive as like a Carl Jacobs centric podcast.
Yeah, like
Can you
it's shit like
imagine
that.
a
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
Carl Jacobs podcast. Hey guys, it's Carl. I'm playing Minecraft, and I'm gonna talk about my friend who passed away because that's the only clickbait I know how to use. And then he just plays Minecraft for an hour.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call out Roman Atwood. Roman Atwood, I dare you to tell your most traumatic experience on your fucking podcast, and maybe I'll start listening to it. This is real, and I'm absolutely I'm legitimately serious about this.
Outside
Roman Atwood.
of the blurb that we put out at the front of every pod, this is
serious. This is our exception
serious.
here. I'm being 100% fucking serious. Roman Atwood, I want to hear you. The most traumatic experience of your life, something that changed you forever, that fucked you up for life. Tell that on your podcast. Don't tell me about the fucking Stars and Stripes, bitch. I'm not fucking listening, you fucking retard. Fuck you.
You know what? You know what YouTube trend I really fucking hated for like the past 7 years?
What's up?
It's mostly people that have group channels with like the easiest basic title for it. So you have like E-Boys. Yeah, of course you're on the internet. Yeah, sure, whatever. The Girls. Really? That's so fucking bland. The Girls.
It reminds me of whenever you get in a comedy lobby and some dude who thinks he's like hot shit and his name is like with a capital. It starts with a capital letter and his fucking name's something like Nermexi or something like that. And he has no clan tag or anything, and he thinks he's hot shit. He has like a streamer name or some gay shit like that. And then you just stomp all over him. You just fucking rip his goddamn heart out throughout the entirety of the match. And you're like, yeah. You paid money to change your gamer tag to that to seem cool, and I made you look like a fucking loser. How does that feel? That's what titles for shit like that remind me of. It's shitty.
I used to,
one letter or one word like capital letter fucking Call of Duty names.
I used to hate the Sidemen group name.
Sidemen?
Yeah, remember Sidemen?
Explain.
Like KSI and all of them? I thought that name was so fucking bad. And then
it's kind of stupid.
And then I heard the explanation, and it was a joke explanation, but I'm going to take it as real. I heard from KSI that it was called KSI and his Sidemen at first.
Oh.
And then they were like, well, we're all friends and we're all trying to get enough money to live on our owns. I'm sorry, I'm tired.
KSI was trying to pull a Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons on his boys.
Yeah. He was trying to do a Tom Petty for a hot minute. I think that's the correct reference.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's just funny because Simon, better known as Mini Minter, was the first Sidemen. It's funny because his name is so close to the word. But outside of that, it's like there's so many crap names too, like The Group. Isaac Y's group of friends is called The Group. Like, call it something else. Call it the Funny Funky Bunch. Just call it something different instead of something generic.
Yeah, it's like a rapper coming on the rap scene and be like, my name is Little Soft A N-word. Like,
yeah, like that makes no fucking sense.
Wow, so creative.
Whatever, dude. Like,
wow, did you think of how long did that take? How long did that take you to think of that? An hour? Whoa! Like, shut up.
No offense to people named John, but it's almost as generic as calling your kid John. Like, you have so many other names, and you go.
My kid's birth name is Bob.
You know, there used to be
not Robert. It's Bob. That's what his fucking name is, I guess.
Did you know there's a whole series on Secret Base called The Emergency Case of Bob? And their main reviewer guy, John Boyce, goes through entire sports histories to find every single person ever named Bob on a roster.
That's somebody gets paid to do that?
Yeah, that's a video from like 3 years ago, and it stays in my mind because of how good it was. He kept on referencing pro wrestling. He kept on referencing football, basketball, baseball, tennis, hockey, all sorts of shit. And I was just like, this guy is like the best sports writer in history. I don't know anybody else who does as much work as John Boyce.
Fucking Hunter S. Thompson.
Maybe. Fucking maybe.
He was a sports journalist. He wrote about the Cowboys pretty extensively. That was his favorite team. Have you ever heard his daily routine?
No.
What it was? Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
It's fucking insane, dude. All right, let me pull it up.
Oh, we're getting some ASMR of your keyboard a little as you're clicking through. Oh,
Here.
there we go.
Hunter S. Thompson's daily routine is both predictable and outrageous, if not apocryphal, according to E. Jean Carroll's biography, Hunter, The Strange and Savage Life of Hunter S. Thompson. Already really funny off the bat. 3 p.m. Rise. Waking up at 3 p.m. to start the day. 3:05 Chivas Regal, that is liquor, with the morning papers. Dunhill cigarette. 3:45 cocaine. 3:50 another glass of Chivas. 3:50
awesome.
another 3:50 another glass of Chivas. Dunhill cigarette. 4:05 first cup of coffee after the cocaine. Okay. With a Dunhill. 4:15 cocaine. 4:16 orange juice. Orange juice Dunhill. Get ready. Hold on. Hold your laughter for this one. 4:30 cocaine. 4:54 cocaine. 5:05 cocaine. 5:11 coffee Dunhills. More cigarettes. 5:30 more ice in the Chivas. I guess that alludes to the fact that he has been nursing whiskey this entire time, but has not chosen to mention this until more or less an hour later.
So is he having a heart attack, or is he trying to have a heart attack?
Unknown. Anyhow, 5:45 cocaine. 6 p.m. grass to take the edge off.
I mean, it balances out the heartburn, I guess. All right, now we're getting into the nitty-gritty. 7:05 Woody Creek Tavern for lunch. Heineken, 2 margaritas, 2 cheeseburgers, 2 orders of fries, a plate of tomatoes, coleslaw, a taco salad, a double order of onion rings, carrot cake, ice cream, bean fritter, Dunhills, another Heineken, cocaine, and for the ride home, a snow cone, a glass of shredded ice over which is poured 3 or 4 jiggers of Chivas. So he's having a whiskey. The jigger test.
It was hard. I'll say that much. It was very hard. But I just want to say a snow cone is just essentially 3. I'm assuming jiggers is either a shot or a double shot of Chivas. What's his shit called again? Chivas Regal. Yeah, I think that might be like a shot or a double shot of Chivas Regal, but there's 3 or 4 of those on the snow cone, and he just eats whiskey snow cone. Good to know. What's that
still
say?
Going?
9 p.m. cocaine. 10 p.m. drops acid. 11 p.m. chartreuse cocaine grass. 11:30 cocaine. Midnight Hunter ready to write. We have been up for 9 hours of alcohol, cocaine,
and an
eating
the food from the bar,
cigarettes. 9 hours after waking up, Hunters, get to work. Let's get to work, everybody.
Maybe that's why
AKA
George
me.
R.R. Martin takes forever. He does this strategy.
It very well could be. I would probably read the Game of Thrones book if that were true. So 12:05 to 06 a.m. chartreuse, cocaine, grass, chivas, coffee, Heineken, clove cigarettes. I don't know why he switches. I don't know what the strategy is from. Well, no, this is his daily routine. So, this implies that he exclusively at 12:05 to 12:06 switches to clove cigarettes over Dunhills. Why he does this, it's unexplained. I do not know, and I don't understand the strategy. Anyhow, grapefruit. I don't know. Dunhills orange juice gin. 6 a.m. This guy works 6 hours a day. In the hot tub, champagne, Dove bars, fettuccine Alfredo. 8 a.m. Halcyon. 8:20 sleep. That is the end.
So he sleeps for like so little. He sleeps for like 7 hours, and that's it. That's wild.
Yeah. No, that's 7 hours. It's insane to me.
I'm surprised his heart doesn't stop from all the cocaine. He must do a little tad of it instead of.
Do you know how he died?
Cocaine overdose?
No.
Oh.
He was wheelchair bound and he was at home. Wife was at the grocery store or some fucking bullshit like that. So Hunter S. Thompson called her on her cell phone, and he's like, "Wife, I'm killing myself." And he hung up, got out a gun, and just shot himself. And that was the end of his story.
What the fuck?
I'm like, that's a little exaggerated, I think, but that's pretty much what happened. He did call his wife and then hang up the phone and just say, "All right, fuck it." And just fucking shoot himself and said, "Yeah, I'm calling it a day, guys. I'm in a wheelchair now."
I don't think I've ever heard of such a sad story except for that one guy in the government who was ousted, and before they could even boot him out of his seat, he pulled out a gun and shot himself in the mouth.
Bud Dwyer.
Yeah.
Bud Dwyer.
Yeah. That's the only other time I've heard of somebody be so out there about how they're feeling that they would just do something like that.
Well, the reason that happened is Bud Dwyer, he was I'm trying to think. So he was he won local office, then he went to county level, he went through all the steps, and then he got to I think state level, and he was a congressman or a senator or something. And someone implicated him in some kind of money fraud thing.
Yeah.
And he was looking at time in prison, and he was looking at losing his credibility as a politician and stuff. So what he just facing all this shit, there's a press conference. So he goes on stage, he calls over one of his advisors, and he's like, "Hey, give this to my wife." And the advisor thought nothing of it, so he's like, "Oh, okay, whatever," and he walked away. And then that's when Bud brings out the fucking python, and he's like, "Hey, everybody's gonna be all right. Everybody's gonna be okay." Oh! And then he shoots himself. That was the first gore video I think I saw ever.
Yeah,
was the Bud Dwyer suicide video.
The first one I ever saw.
What?
I was I want to say 13, maybe even a little younger, maybe 12. And I saw this video of this guy getting lit on fire and beheaded on live leak.
Dude, what the fuck? You're watching people die video. First one is 10 times better than mine. Holy shit.
Yeah, I watched that shit. And I was just like, oh fuck, what did I stumble across? I thought I was gonna get so many viruses and shit from foreign websites. So I quickly clicked off of it.
I remember when the ISIS beheading videos were, and I remember kids in my middle school were "Oh man, you gotta watch the fucking ISIS beheading," and I was like, "I'm not watching that shit." And then I think it was probably a year or two later, I saw Bud Dwyer's suicide full video on YouTube, and I was like, Yeah, we're gonna watch this. And I remember I showed that shit to like everybody the next day. I remember our buddy Cody. I was like, dude, Cody, you gotta fucking see this shit, dude. Check this out. And I just showed him a video of a guy shooting himself in the head in like the lunchroom at school. Dude, being a kid in like the era we were born was fucking crazy. I feel like it's one of those like one of a kind things.
Yeah.
Like we had the perfect like intersection between like 90s culture and like
true.
the burgeoning like 2000s like internet culture, and we had an understanding of how
and we got
like how the internet culture and shit went
and
forward.
Epic rap battles in our head at an early age.
Exactly.
Those videos were like life changing, man. Those videos were so fucking cool.
They call World War II veterans. They're like, oh, it's the greatest generation. It's like, dude, these guys did not see the fucking Chuck Norris versus Abraham Lincoln epic rap battles of history. How the fuck are you gonna call them the greatest generation?
They didn't see the fourth Vanos Gaming Black Ops 2 montage or whatever.
Yeah, they didn't see Vanos Gaming and Friends. They didn't see Vanos Gaming and Friends GTA 5 funny moments compilation. So like, how the fuck are they called the
Banana
greatest?
Bus video.
Yeah.
They didn't see when he became a superhero. What was it, like Night Owl, Bad Owl?
Yeah,
like
it was Night Owl. I think it was Night Owl.
That shit, it was like so fucking creative. I don't care what people say. Vanos was super fucking creative in that whole.
That shit was Kino back in the day, dude. It was like straight Kino.
Now it's fucking. Let me put a secret room in my house, but I want to put a secret room in my house. Videos.
I got 9,000 Japanese to kill themselves on a deserted island. The last one to kill themselves gets 1 million. That's the new YouTube. That's the new Vanos Gaming.
It's unfortunate
it's fucking
too,
garbage.
Because if you remember, I'm not sure if you ever saw that video, but there's one video from Vanos where the intro is the Parks and Rec intro. And it is like the most beautifully put together thing I've ever seen from a Gmod video.
I've probably seen it, but I've never seen Parks and Rec, so I wouldn't know what the reference is.
It's like 1 for 1. I don't know if the template for the intro was online at the time and he just like keyframed it, or if he went through and made the whole title sequence on his own, which is even more impressive for what.
Yeah, both are really impressive.
Outside of that, there's been a lot of talk about like all the people that he used to collab with, Mini Lads and Ohm Wreckers and such. But I still think he is trying his hardest to make something creative, and I think that's cool. I think that's a very cool thing.
Yeah.
Well, now that we're on the downside of the podcast, it looks like Shane's trying to fall asleep a little.
Listen, dude, I did a fat shot of Fent before this.
You're
the
cranked.
The nod is real, dude. This is how I be nodding. Watch.
That's about accurate. You see their back hunch over like that. Exactly. That is exactly a Fent pose. That is crazy how you can replicate that so quick. That's like 1 for 1.
When I worked at the rubber factory, that was one of my jokes with people. I'd hear somebody like coming down the steps or something, and I'd just post up with the fucking Fent lean. Like just like leaning up against the wall.
I don't know. That might be a hidden writing trope I put into 15 by 15 next time.
Yeah,
just in the middle for no reason. There's no reason for it. Just that'd be sick. Oh, I would love to do that.
That would be fucking sick.
All right. Well, that is the end of this week's podcast, Northwest Trenches number 25. This was Shane and myself, Ronnie Guy, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace out, homeboys.
See ya.